Morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Chris Loves Comics. It is Friday, December 30th. We're almost at the new year. I'm very excited for what comics are going to be coming across the new year. But with that, I just want to say I'm very thankful for everyone who's taken time to even watch my videos or to even sub to my videos. I never thought I'd reach at 60. I appreciate every one of you guys. I'm blown away. For people who know me in my Facebook groups and for people who know me from posting on YouTube, I just love comics, and I just love interacting with you guys about the hobby. Comics are my passion. I love even disagreeing on which comics are the best and which comics aren't. I just love this hobby so much. And with that, once I reach 100 viewers, I am going to be giving away this acetate Batman versus Spawn by Jorge Jimenez cover, and I'll do a giveaway for that. And all right, so going through my picks of the week, I really enjoyed Action Comics number 1050. This book is written by a few people. It's written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, who is writing the main story of Action Comics, and Tom Taylor, who is going to be writing the Adventures of John Kent. Now, this book was a good segue into 1051, which will be coming out in January. I am very if this book was any indication of what they have planned for issue 1051, I think we're all in for a real treat. And my next book that I really enjoyed was Detective Comics. I got at first I was a little bit downtrodden on it because the main story of Detective Comics is going over the beginning of Gotham, the sort of progenitors, the Arkhams, and I was kind of bored with it, but I think Ram V kind of did this on purpose. He kind of set it up for like a slow burn, and with this story and the backup story, I really enjoyed about the story of how Two Face came to be, and I'm gonna go over that a little bit. The the backup story was written by Simon Spurrier, and the main story is written by Ram V. The artwork is astounding in this book. There's no bad thing to say about that. And also, this was a good story too. The main story, Batman sort of in the last issue, Batman sort of falls down, and he gets locked away in Mister Freeze's sort of paradise, but Mister Freeze lets him go. And with the only rule saying leave him be, because I guess Mister Freeze is content here. No one is leaving. Everyone's leaving him alone, and that's what he wants. But I'm sorry. I'm gonna skip through my favorite page of the backup story is with Two Face talking with his therapist, and bad Harvey says, "Run, lady, run till your toes bleed. Run till you're all out of road, and then run more. You tried to help him, and for that, you get a pass. But if you ever tell a soul what happened here, if you ever come back to my town." So that was pretty chilling. But I'm back on Detective Comics. I really enjoyed it. Now, this this was the story of Kang. Another story. I think this is the third one that Jed MacKay has done. And if you haven't read anything by Jed MacKay, I highly recommend it. Jed MacKay is on a lot of books now, and for good reason. He is one of my favorite writers right now for his independent work. He's on the Boom Studios book Magic the Gathering, which as a Magic player, he really encapsulates the planeswalkers and the stories. That's very good. He also has a new miniseries called Mary Jane and Black Cat, which is also very good. It's sort of crossovering between the dark web story. his Moon Knight run is fantastic, and the artwork in that book is just spectacular. And that's a little spoiler alert. That's the next book that I'm going to be talking about. And excuse me. And trying to think what else he finished. He finished another miniseries, Iron Cat, which was sort of a Black Cat Iron Man story. Excuse me, dry hair. Jed MacKay has been doing a fantastic job as of late, and I'm going to go over this story a little bit. The story kind of brings in some new characters. So Kang, as you know, is a time traveler, and he's going to find what he calls as the missing moment, and he's he's just very angry, and he just needs to get this at all costs. But some people are out to get Kang, and they're sort of like a futuristic version of Merlin, King Arthur, and it says Galahad, the god, and then you have Lancelot at the bottom. But this is a fantastic story, and it segues very nicely into what possibly could be. I think Jed MacKay is going to be writing the new Avengers for after Jason Aaron steps down, which Jason Aaron's run was very long, and it goes up and down, but it's a fine read. But I think if Jed MacKay is going to be taking the helm of Avengers after Jason Aaron, I think we're all in for a real treat. There hasn't been one book that I've read from Jed MacKay that I haven't liked. He's written some great stuff too. If you've ever read his Taskmaster miniseries, it's a 5-issue miniseries. It's in a trade. I highly recommend that. But at the end of at the end, you see this mysterious character, and then you have pieces on the chessboard, which is Ultron, and then you have Doctor Doom, and then you have Kang falling down. I don't know who the other two with their backs turned to me, but I think they're going to be setting up for something big. And also, at the end, it says the quest for the missing moment will continue in 2023 in the Avengers. So I think it's safe to say that the Avengers are going to be written by Jed MacKay, and if that's so, we're definitely in for a good treat. Moon Knight by Jed MacKay. This was also covers by Peach Momoko, who I love her stuff. And the art is by Federico Sabatini. Now, like the art in here is just fantastic. This is great. Moon Knight finds the lair of these vampires, and the best part is he has Soldier, and he has Reese, and they're both vampires, and they're both helping Moon Knight, and you'll find out what they are helping set up with, and you wonder why. Oh, gee, I wonder why Moon Knight has an umbrella. Now, Soldier. And then the water comes out, but the Vampire King is like, this is your plan to make me angry before I eat you? I thought that was funny. And he's like, no, you forget I'm a priest. And then he blesses the water, and then they're all torched. This was a fantastic read. I highly recommend Moon Knight. If not the story, the art, it's Daredevil right now is my favorite Marvel book at the moment too, but Moon Knight is a very close second. It's very good, but those are my books to mention for my last haul of 2022. I'm very excited with what 2023 is going to bring. I've been starting to go back into just sort of spreading out with Marvel, DC, and Indies books. I'm very excited to go back to Saga. That's going to be coming back next year. Hopefully Brian K. Vaughan doesn't take a huge break like he's been doing with that book. It's such a great book. And I've been reading some good indie books. I've been reading Vanish, Junkyard Joe, what else? I Hate Fairyland, which is the sequel to the original one by Scotty Young. And there's a few others. I like Creep. I've been reading the miniseries Creepshow. That's just some old school good horror vibes. And Vanish by Donny Cates. That's fantastic. But I just want to say thank you again for everybody. Happy New Year. And again, once we reach 100, we'll do a giveaway and give this book away. And once we reach 200, I have not with me now. Sorry about that. I have the Death of Superman, the Francesco Mattini foil version. It's the one with Doomsday holding Superman's cape. I'll give that away once we reach 200, and who knows if I ever reach 1,000 or 500, I may give away a lot of someone's choosing, a lot of comic books. I just want to say thank you very much for everyone. It's you guys are great, and please feel free, if you enjoyed the video, if this is your first time to the channel, please consider liking the video and subscribing. It's a big help to me, and who knows, you could win something. All right, guys, Happy New Year. Take care.